You're listening to
Infirmary Media. Did you hear that?
Infirmary Media.
Is anybody there?
Docking complete.
Blumpkin. 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 Friends. Blumpkin. 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 Friends.
It's time for Blumpkin and Friends, starring your host, the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
Blumpkin. Blumpkin. Blumpkin. Friends.
Hey kids, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin. And with me today is me, all by myself. I'm just winging it this episode, and I wanted to get zany and throw out some new random creativity. Nothing story-timey, no guest, no theme, just a bunch of random shit. And I want to kick it off with a brand new reading from the Book of Blumpkin.
Good morning, sister.
I've been a bad girl.
Really? Well, tell me all about it.
I've been very bad.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm gonna do some penance. Take it. Take that dick. Take it. Show me you fucking love this cock. Take it. Oh shit, hang on, I gotta go do something.
The congregation of Emo Jesus may be seated. A reading from the Book of Blumpkin. One thing I never get tired of is hearing my wife fart in her sleep. And you would think that some of them would wake her up, because sometimes there's just like little pebbles popping out in sound. It's like... Other times it's been... Or a few these... But never. She never wakes up. And if she does a really good job of acting like she's not awake. But I sit there and I'll just be, even with my earplugs in, and then suddenly the calm is shattered by the sound of her anus speaking to me, calling out my name, like, or, and I start fucking giggling maniacally in the middle of the darkness, in the dead of night, and that brings me so much joy. If there's one thing that's great about being married, it's when your wife pretends that she doesn't have a butthole or the functions you expect to happen when one possesses one. And then they happen when they're not awake and they can't control it. So it's just like the most organic, real, heartfelt expressions of gas. And it brings me an endless amount of joy. And we're back. And it's still just me. There's not going to be a game this week because there's no guest. And if I play a game all alone, that would just be me playing with myself. Which is not fun if you're involving paper, a rock, and a pair of scissors. That's no good. But what I will give you is a brand new skit. Let me just give it a little bit of warm-up here. My wife has this tendency to text me either really dirty stuff, on a rare occasion, or text me stuff about poop or farts or issues she's having with digestion. And I thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool if I started incorporating these funny texts into the show? And I came up with a new idea with a bit called Things My Wife Texts Me. So here we go.
And now, things my wife texts me.
God, I hate period poop. Well, that poop felt bigger than it was. How disappointing. Man, my farts are smelly today.
And that's just the first edition. I can't wait for subsequent editions of Things My Wife Texts Me.
Hi, I'm Brownbeard. You're listening to Blumpkin and Friends.
Hey, you know who I haven't heard from in a while is Brownbeard. But you know what? He's still doing stuff, and he's still giving me material, and he's still helping me with the show. So, just for shits and gigs, here's a Dear Crabby.
In accordance with my probationary terms from the state of Michigan, here is some community work service I, Brownbeard, give to you, Dear Crabby. Dear Crabby, my 22-year-old sister is unhealthily fixated on a particular cable TV channel. She will only watch this channel and is obsessed with the love stories and relationship movies. That sounds fucking terrific. This goes far beyond a simple like for something, and I'm afraid she's using it as a way to avoid developing real relationships. She has few friends and has never been in a relationship. Ah, we got a hot one. I have tried to get her to stop watching it, but it never ends well. Have you tried bonbons? Or a potato sack over her head? I mean, come on. How can I help her move away from the television set and into the real world? Fantasy versus reality in Florida. Oh, Florida. That's a state that I have been infamous in my actions. I tried to fuck a dolphin, and that's why I'm not welcome back at SeaWorld. But back to your problem. Here's how I think you fix this. You sit her down, and you tell her that you're deeply concerned for her, and that she seems emotionally retarded, and you want her to get out and meet some people, so you introduce her to a friend or two, and you try to get her some fellas to talk to, and you give her some real-world socialization. Do you think that'll help? Me either. That's why I think you should do this instead. You get her drunk, and then you go out and find a homeless person, and you give them a sandwich and $20. And you essentially pay them to fuck her. Now, she might be a little hesitant at first because, you know, you said she's never really been in a real relationship. Who knows if she's ever had her downstairs played with? I don't know, but you need to help bring her out of her shell, and the best way to come out of your shell is to come. Get it? So I think that if you go and get a reasonably smelling and decent-looking homeless person within, 10 years of her same age group, and maybe you use your dad's shaver to clean him up and give him a shower, a clean shirt or something, and then you tell him, hey, I got one for you. This is my sister. She doesn't have a lot of experience with guys, so why don't you fuck her really hard until she screams she can't take it anymore, and then she spray comes all over the place. Otherwise, if you're not willing to go that far, I guess you don't really love her, and then you can go for the tried and true answer of you go to the store and you get a 4-pack of D-cell batteries and a Toblerone, and then you leave them on her bed with a note saying, hey, you seem lonely. Do the math.
What?
And hopefully she eats the Toblerone and uses the batteries to power a very highfalutin dildo and gets herself off. How was that for advice, huh? All right. I like that. Let's do another one of these. Dear Crabby, I was married to my first husband for 13 years. Dear God, that sounds terrible. And was very close to his family. That sounds even worse. His parents and sister were like my own. We ended up divorcing, and it was an extremely painful situation on both sides. His family wanted to stay in touch with me afterward because they still loved me. I felt the same, so we remained connected through Facebook and the occasional phone call. Well, somebody's got some problems letting go, Jesus Christ. After I remarried, their phone calls became less frequent. No shit, it's awkward, you dingy bitch. But we still remain connected on Facebook and message each other now and then. It's been 6 years since my divorce. Good, you made a clean break. Go away, shut the fuck up. No? Okay. We are drifting even further apart now because they often post photos of my ex and his new wife. Oh my God! Get the fucking hint. It's over. They don't owe you anything. Jesus Christ, there's more letter. What in the fuck? It's painful because it's a reminder that our relationship is fading away. Yeah, no shit. I missed him and the wonderful times we had together that we'll never have again. Well, strychnine, maybe drink some, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if it was healthy for any of us to stay in touch, since we will never see each other in person. And all our online connection does is make us sad that these things aren't the way they used to be. Well, then cut the fucking cord, lady, Jesus Christ.
Should I politely cut ties, or continue holding on to the frayed ends of what tiny shred of closeness we still have? How can I let go of such wonderful people in my life? Well, it's quite easy. You just stop fucking talking to them. And yet, are they not already lost to me? Well, the answer to your question is yes. They're probably doing it to be nice. You seem fucking creepy. I'm surprised you were able to trick another man into marrying you. I'm willing to bet you have no fewer than 3 cats, and that you frequently watch stupid old shows like Grey's Anatomy or One Tree Hill or other lovey-dovey bullshit like that, I'm guessing, because, you know, you're a hopeless romantic. You've got a soft spot for dramas. I just might have pooped my pants. So here's what you need to do. Leave those fucking people alone. They don't care about you. It's obvious. Because if they did, they'd be trying to see you, right? And you've got a new husband, so you've got a new family, so you can make new connections, can't you? Or are you that bereft of common sense that you can't figure that shit out? He's got a new wife, your ex. You think she wants the fucking family still talking to you? I bet you are the talk of holiday get-togethers and what a fucking weirdo you are because you just can't let go. You're a fucking clinger, lady. You are like a barnacle on a dinghy. Just let it go. I don't know what to tell you. Do you not have friends of your own? You have nobody else? You know, come to think of it, at no point in your letter did you mention your own family and how close you are with them. So I'm guessing you're a fucking wackadoo and they want nothing to do with you. You're like the goddamn Elephant Man. They're like, no, thank you. Get away. So to that I say, maybe you should buy a horse and move out to the mountains and not bother anybody anymore. Because you sound bloody dreadful, woman. Jesus Christ. If you were on micro, I'd make you fucking walk the plank. Why? Because there's no amount of keel hauling you that's going to get you to get the point. So, I mean, my options are toss you over into the drink or waterboard you to death. Either way, it's lights out for you. So I'm Brownbeard and I give shitty advice. You're welcome.
Well, that was great. He's a salty prick. And I need to pay the bills now, so we need to play some commercials from some sponsors. Are you ready? You should listen. Here we go.
Are you looking for a way to both quench your thirst and invigorate your soul? Hello, my children. It is I, Madame Esperanza, here to let you know that I have concocted an elixir to satiate that yearning. Gypsy juice. Made from the finest local farm-to-table produce and a secret family formula that involves various bodily fluids. Your chakras will rise from the parched ashes like a phoenix. Your taste buds will dance like the unwashed vagrants of a traveling Romani caravan. My gypsy juice comes in 6 succulent flavors, such as Kushti Bach Citrus Splash, Mangy Mango Passion Punch, Pikey Pear Plum Fusion, Strawberry Swass Tea, Didikoy Lemon Twist, and Bohemian Blueberry. Available now at our neighborhood bodegas. Madame Esperanza's Gypsy Juice. Taste my gypsy goodness.
Hello, my name is Yuri. I'm here to tell you ladies about a great new feminine hygiene product called Siberian Splash. Does your baby hatch smell like Ivan Drago's gym bag? Are you able to repel wolves with your queefs? Then try Siberian Splash. It's made from melted down hunks of ice from the great Russian north. Around the areas where we send the peoples to the prisons so that they never come back. And if you use it, then men will want to have sexual intercourse with you, and you can birth them many proud sons that they can then train to be MMA fighters like Fedor Emelianenko. No man wants a woman whose vagine reeks like Zangief's armpit. Siberian Splash. Make your gagoosh fresh like the great Russian tundra. Siberian Splash is 30% alcohol by volume. Use with caution.
What up, Ninja? You're listening to Blumpkin and Friends.
If you're a follower of this show, you know that I am not at all politically correct. I have no interest in watching my mouth or minding my P's and Q's. I will pretty much make a joke out of fucking anything.
Why?
However, I did get this idea that it'd be fun to go back and censor certain potty mouth filled quotes from movies. And it gave me the idea for this bit, Adventures in Censorship.
In the 1987 film, Predator, future Governor Jesse Ventura plays tough-as-nails Army Sergeant Blaine Cooper. In an early scene of the film, he uses multiple profanities and a homosexual slur.
Bunch of slack-jawed faggots around here. This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. Just like me.
Now, let's clean that up.
There are quite a number of homosexuals in attendance at the moment. This substance will improve your lovemaking abilities exponentially, much as it did for mine.
There, that's much better. Join us next time for Adventures in Censorship.
What up, Ninja? You're listening to Blumpkin and Friends.
For about 20 years, I have visited this website called theprp.com. That stands for the Pimp Rock Palace. I found it by accident while randomly Googling heavy metal music news in like 98 or 99 when I was in high school. And it has been my go-to and pretty much favorite internet website in all that time because of all the entertainment and all the heads up about bands and concert dates. And then a few years ago, they started to allow commenting on stories through Disqus. And there's a pretty solid community of people on there. I've had a few squabbles, but then I've pretty much worked it out with everybody. So, you know, hats off to Eggplant Emoji and Relentless Beating, RX Phantom, Braille Decibel, Scream, Spin, Swim, whatever I fucking don't remember. Anyway, there's a few people on there that are just fucking trolls that love shitty bands. And there's this guy that posts on there whose handle is EyesoftheDead. EyesoftheDead is a fucking troll. And he gets so butthurt, and instead of having intelligent comebacks to people like, no, here's why I think this, and here's how I got to this conclusion, or I know you might not like it, but I like it, and here's the reasons why. It's never logical. It's always some stuff about people's moms getting fucked, or people's sisters sucking his dick, or calling people faggots. I mean, he basically has the comebacks of a fucking 14-year-old. And he's just a giant idiotic man-child who marks out so hard for Rob Flynn and the band Machine Head, who admittedly I liked for quite some time, but the past few albums, the last one in particular, was so shitty, half the band quit. It was fucking terrible. And EyesoftheDead was just going on a fucking tirade about everybody, saying negative stuff about Rob Flynn and ruining the band and the fucking terrible album. He unleashed just ungodly amounts of filthy, idiotic hatred and vitriol onto the comment sections of these individual stories. And I just thought to myself, man, I should take some of this guy's greatest quotes and do something with them. And he disappeared for months. Until just recently, when there was a story, I think about Five Finger Death Punch, who also, admittedly, I used to like, but now think are fucking terrible, because guess what? They're fucking terrible. EyesoftheDead came out of obscurity again, and I clicked on his name to go to his Disqus profile, which will then take me to a laundry list of quotes that I can utilize at my discretion. Some people make it private. This chuckle fuck did not. And I guess I should call him a fuck mook, because he calls people fuck mook, and it caught on. So people use it on there just to mock him. I mean, the guy gets ripped incessantly, and then he's all like, you guys think you're so cool because you hate on everything, but you're all just a bunch of stupid fuck mooks who sit around and jerk each other off, and if somebody doesn't believe what you believe or like what you like, you gang up on them like a bunch of faggoty bitches, and you all just get around sucking each other's dicks on this board because you're all butt buddies. Or that's his usual diatribe. Point being, he did not make any of his comments private. So what I did is I went through a year's worth of his comments on the PRP. And it is some classic shit. And I'm like, you know what? One of these days, I should get around to putting this to music. And that's what I did. Like months ago, I said, if Eyes of the Dead ever comes back, somebody should put a bunch of his quotes together and email it to me, and I'll put it to a beat and I'll make a song out of it. But then nobody did it, so I just fucking did it myself. And to end the show, I'm going to play you my song, Eyes of the Dead. So here we go.
Eyes of the Dead. Eyes of the Dead.
Eyes of the Dead. Eyes of the Dead.
Suck a dick, bitch.
Suck a dick fuck.
Suck a dick, bitch.
Suck a dick fuck. Suck a dick bitch.
Suck a dick fuck.
Suck a dick bitch.
Suck a dick fuck. Dude, at this point you need goggles with windshield wipers, cause you can't keep up swallowing. Fuck all of you, and I hope karma literally fucks your asshole so hard your mom will be limping for days. You're a fat pussy. You're a fat pussy. You're a fat pussy. You're a fat pussy. My Big Mac is getting munched on by your mom while you continue to eat my nuggets, you filthy cunt. You're a fat pussy. I'm pretty sure you suck cock for a living, just to give your sister a break. How about as soon as you're done with my nuggets, I'll let your mom be the shaftologist she is and lick her way around. Your mom and sister sucked my dick tonight, so make sure you kiss them goodnight before you close your bedroom door, bitch. Remember, you gotta remove the dick before you speak. And you drink my cum from the tap. Shut the fuck up, you fucking mute. And your mom is getting fucked by Somalian pirates. What's your point? Yeah, you got skull fucked, bitch. Mic drop. Night night, bitch ass bitch. Your jokes aren't funny. You're still ugly, fat, and disgusting. No girl will ever fuck you. And you live on the PRP cause you have no life. If you died, the only people who would show up are the bitches on this site. Eyes of the Dead.
So there you have it. There's my latest musical creation, Eyes of the Dead. It's a tribute to the PRP commenter Eyes of the Dead, who I'm assuming is an adult, even though he talks like he's in fucking junior high. I don't know. Either way. I hope you enjoyed all the randomness, because I really missed cranking out bits and creativity. So that's what I did. All of this. Interact with the show on Twitter at Blumpkin Show. That is at Blumpkin Show. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Blumpkin and friends. We are on iTunes and on Podbean at blumpkinshow.podbean.com. You can find Eyes of the Dead or other songs I've made on my original SoundCloud music page, soundcloud.com/BlumpkinMusic. And for similar podcasts on the same network, go to infirmary.org for Infirmary Media podcasts. I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin. Good night.